I'm Duncan Ferguson and you're watching Toffee TV.
Welcome to Toffee TV. It is 12:24. Oh, it's been a long day. We've been on here since around about 3 o'clock. We've been in the building since about 12 o'clock. Some people have been here since 7:30 this morning. It's been such a long day. If you've been watching us, thanks very much for watching us over on Ball Street and also on some of the videos we've done. We got a signing over the line, Baz.
We did. Big money signing as well. You have your can. I'll talk for a bit. Yeah, big money signing. Just what we needed, I think, or certainly an area in which we needed to strengthen. Something that we'd said at the start of the window. I'm pleased about it. Yeah, obviously it's a gamble, but what are your thoughts?
I don't think it is a gamble. I mean, is 13.5 million a gamble anymore? Really?
Well, not when we just got 8.5 million in for Naismith.
Exactly.
So that was usually. But I mean, what I mean by gamble is just because he's not proven in the Premier League.
Well, we had Andy Brassel in here before. You know, where else are you going to get European football experts talking about players that you've never seen? I don't see anyone else doing it who's following Everton. But you know, that's us, isn't that? Toffee TV for you. We got him in. First time Sam was crap. Second time we got it sorted. It was all boss. And he basically said, "Listen, he's a good player. He'll do all right for you." Now, fair enough. The opposite would be said about Foon tomorrow, where an expert said he wasn't going to be very good for you. But we'll take his word for it, and I'm encouraged by that. He's a right-footed player who tends to come off the left. He's not necessarily a natural centre forward, and I think there's definitely room for him playing in the way, you know, a 4-2-3-1, and there's definitely room for him, or even on a 4-3-3 coming off that left. Is he an advancement on Naismith? I think he looks like that. Okay, he might be as tenacious, but the pace he's got. And I know we've seen all those goals, and we've tweeted some of those goals, and you can't always be sure about them because of the quality. But I like the look of him. Is he an improvement on Kone? Oh God, yes, he's an improvement on Kone. He looks like he's could be Kone's son. You know, that's basically the age. That looks like the age difference in the two of them. So I'm happy with that bit of business, and we'll wait and see. Will he turn out to be what we all want him to be? Who knows? But sometimes you've got to take a gamble. And how many times you've seen a player in the Premier League and you go, where did he come from? Why didn't we sign him? Why weren't we looking at him?
I think what Andy Brassel said was this year, he did play kind of wide or off the front man, but this year, he put him straight up front. He's done that job on his own. He's took it into his chest. He's held people up. The goal that you tweeted before, the Europa League goal, you see him pulling it out the sky and fight. He looks a little bit, to me, he looks a little bit like Paolo One-Shot, the way he's all arms and legs, but puts the ball in the net. He's had, I think it's 12 goals he's got this season, or 13 goals, 10 assists as well. So he's obviously a player who looks up and can find someone. And what I think he'll do is I think Lukaku will benefit from that. I mean, listen, we don't know what he's like, but by all accounts, he's quick. So we had, say, Nias on the left, and we had Delafeu on the right, and Romelu Lukaku down the middle. You've got pace there, you know, and that's going to create all kinds of space for the likes of Ross Barkley as well. So it's a good thing.
I believe it's actually pronounced Nias.
Okay.
It's definitely Nias something. Now, I think it's dead good that, like, his wife's here. They're about to have a baby. She lives in Manchester. Like, he drove himself to Finch Farm. You know what I mean? Like, I see him pulling in Finch Farm. I was like, that's weird. He's pulling in, you know, on his own. Like, what's going on? But he's obviously, you know, he's got roots here, and that makes a massive difference in the bedding in situations. You know what I mean? That's absolutely fantastic. So I think you know, it's 13.5 million. If you think about it as what, 5 million on top of what we got for Naismith, then I think it's a good move.
I mean, listen, if he's quick as he looks like he is, that's a real threat. You know, that's one of the things that we've needed. He looks like he's strong. One of the things Andy Brassel said, and I've read another couple of journalists and put bits about him, is how hard he works when he hasn't got the ball. He's a pest. One of them described him as, that's massive, you know, and that is important because that often sets the tone. I think, look, Roberto Martinez has been chasing him since October. Yeah. You know, yes, it's taken to the final day of the window to get him. It's obviously been bubbling since I think about Thursday or Friday. It looked like that was it. It was going through. I think it's important. I think we have to make a statement. The manager's made a big statement. The club have made a statement by backing the manager. You know, People are saying he was under pressure. It was a bit of a threat. He's under his job. Well, the club have just allowed him to go and spend 13.5 million quid. So, you know, it could be enough to give us that extra little kick for these last 3 months.
Definitely.
3 or 4 months.
Which is what we need.
You know, we've got a 5th round side coming up against Bournemouth. You know, he's a new player. We don't think he's going to be available for Newcastle on Wednesday due to a visa thing, but potentially in the squad for Saturday against Stoke. You know, it's a boost when a new player comes in to the dressing room.
And to the fans.
It's a boost. It's a boost for the fans. It's a boost for the players there. And like we were talking before, you know, you were on about Romelu Lukaku before being tired and being into games. And Lukaku's knackered. And Diaz is still doing, you know, he's still flying up and down. He can go central and you can replace him with like a peanut or something. So it's good.
Stelio says, I have a good feeling about him. Hopefully another gem. Which I've got like no bad. I know a lot of people are like sort of sensing the worst, like, oh, I've never seen him and all the rest of it. But to be honest, right, one thing about Martinez is his scouting hasn't been that bad. Maybe not in Russia, but his scouting hasn't been that bad. So I'm going to give the lad a chance, like everyone will. I know he will. And, you know, let's let him bed in. Okay, do you know what? Something about January is if you're playing January, you mightn't always settle in straight away, but it's a good chance for him to get in. And, you know, next season he might start firing. But he might just be one of those players that gets into it straight away. You know,
Jelic.
Exactly.
Second touch.
And you know what? You don't need to bed in when it comes to hard work. If you're a hard worker, you're always going to be a hard worker.
And he's coming off a really good moments of form.
It was dead weird though. I'd say you won't have noticed this probably. You won't have seen it, but someone sent us this before, and Locomotive tweeted about a transfer, and when you translated it, it wasn't the same name. It was like some other name. So people were like, "Oh, we signed another player from them," but it was like, I got the name and went on Google. Like there was no search of it, but obviously clearly I went down again and found a picture and it was him. And I did the translation again. It was the name again. It was like, so people thought we were getting someone else. They're weird the way the translation works, but no, I'm looking forward to it. And
you know what the other big thing is as well is that you know, people talk about him as a striker, but we've already got a striker who's the second top scorer in the Premier League. So it's not as if we need him to come in and get us like 15 goals. It'd be lovely if he did. But he can come in and just bed into the team, create goals from. If he weighs in with 4 or 5 between now and May, you know, could score important goals. And that's the big thing with this Everton side. It's got goals in it. So if you add someone who can work hard into those wide areas, or like you say, up front, you know, for Romelu Lukaku, give him a rest. I think it's a big thing, and that's what we needed in the window.
Definitely. I mean, we were all looking for someone else. I mean, I think the club were trying, but never really happened. Can't really say much about that. But a couple of players going out. McGeady's gone to Sheffield Wednesday. I'm sure that'll do him the power of good. And as we said a little bit earlier, who knows? He could come back, completely different player, get in the Euros, have a great Euros, and then suddenly he's either a different player or it sets it up nicely for him to go somewhere else and you get a good fee for him. So,
well, listen, he's sat doing nothing.
Yeah,
he's done nothing all season. As he played at Barnsley, didn't play very well, you know, and we've seen him on the bench the odd time. You know, he's not really done anything. He didn't play at the likes of Reading. He got a little bit of an injury, so he's kicking his heels at Finch Farm. Obviously, the manager wanted him out for whatever reason. He's gone to Sheffield Wednesday, who were a good side. You know, they've got a good side down there at Hillsborough, building some, you know, they've got a chance of getting into that playoffs. They're not far away from that. So McGeady, I think he'll be good in the Championship because there's definitely a player in there, like we've said. For whatever reason, he doesn't do it consistently. But that, for me, is a good sign for Sheffield. And like you say, it'll do one or two things. It'll either refresh him to come back pre-season for us and have another go, or if he does well enough, other teams, if not Sheffield Wednesday, might say, we fancy a bit of this. You know, whenever we'll move him on. So for me, that's a win-win situation. Before we go on to the next one, Dave Downing tweeted and said, with Newcastle's players they've signed, like Townsend and Shelby and, you know, Doumbia, although he's not going to be available Wednesday. It was a crucial game last year. It's a crucial game this year. Do you fear these new signings for Wednesday's game?
No, because I still think we're a better team than them. Still think we're a much better team.
It's a massive game, though, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's a massive game, but we're still better team than them. But it's up to Everton to turn up, isn't it? Simple as that.
Defend properly.
Not bothering Newcastle have got. It's to be honest, I'm not bothered about many players. It's us who always throws things away. So Baz is not doing something weird now. He is reading the questions.
Right, for you, I like, right, this is Stelios Kontos again. He's just saying he liked that he actually knows about the club as well, not just one of those players that lies and like, yeah, I hope to win trophies, and then he joins a club like West Ham. Fair enough. Did you know we were after a young winger from Lazio too, and we've been linked with absolutely everybody. The other player that's gone out, of course, is no real surprise to us. I think we knew that he was on his way out the door. Yeah. It's one of those things with Connor, isn't it? I think someone says 24
he needs
now.
To leave. He needs to leave. He needs to leave.
He's gone to Wigan.
He needs to go and sign for Wigan permanently in the summer.
But what's he got to do? He's got to work hard.
He's got no future in Everton. It's as simple as that.
23, 24.
So I feel sorry for the
You know
kid.
what I'm saying? At 23, 24, if you're not in the first team at a club like Everton at that age, you're not.
He's another player who's got something in him, but for whatever reason, I don't know whether it's size or his strength, but it's just not
or attitude, maybe.
I can't say that, so I'm not going to say that. But no, he just needs to. He needs to go somewhere else. Start his career properly, because he hasn't had a proper start his career. Bouncing around teams on loan isn't a career. It's that's what something players do later on in their career who don't make it. He needs to go somewhere bedding. And I tell you what, you look at some of our players that we've let go in the last few years. They've done all right. You know, we've let team players go to teams in League 2, League 1, and they bounce back and come back to Championship teams. And you know,
Forshaw at Wigan. He was at Wigan, then he went to Brentford. Now he's at Middlesbrough.
Is it Eugene O'Kane? Is it?
Ewan O'Kane.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Back in the Premier League, you know,
Danny Fox,
Gosling having to go to Newcastle. You know, he bounced back well. So no, let's go and get on with it. Go and get on with it.
Not always the end of it.
Right, any more questions for us?
You need to click them all.
Anything better than signing random players that no one has ever heard of? I say no. That's by Frank Dale. What else have we got?
I'll just keep talking while you're looking at that. I mean, the other thing, you know, if you're looking at the window, you're talking about being stronger than when we started. Would you agree that we probably are stronger than when we went it open?
We've only let go one player, really. That's Naismith. No one else is like worth a carrot. Liam Kendall says, made up, we have signed another striker. Should have signed one earlier. If Ron picks a knock, we are, yes, Coney is finished. Basically. Problem is, I think a lot of teams don't want to let players go till the end of the window just in case for things happening. But yes, I should have signed a goalie.
I was going to say, what would it,
a goalie?
Obviously, it's finished.
A goalie. A goalie.
But I think, you know what, mate, when you look at it now, and obviously we've seen all the stories around Tim Howard, MLS calling, you know, I don't think Everton would have gone. They may have gone and got covered in this window or something like that, but I don't think Everton were ever really going to let him go this window, because the most sensible thing to do is wait until the summer and then go and try and nail down a number one. But what I would like to see, and we've said it before, we've discussed it in the videos today, the final word and stuff, is give Joel a go for him now. If Howard's looking as though
get Joel in.
I think he's going to start on Wednesday against Newcastle.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. And then we take it from there, you know. And what I would do, because that to me, you know, if he stayed in now, even if it was for 8 games and we had to look at him, I would be saying to the manager, right, fair play to you, because you're actually looking to see whether he's good enough. If he isn't, come May, June, you should be doing it now. But come May, June, go out there and buy a number one and go, he is my number one. It could be one of these young German keepers, 23, 24.
That Neuer looks all right. Stereo says, personally, I don't think we need a keeper right now. Joel is more than good enough for me just to give a chance. Yeah, that's right. I think it's time to get him in the goal, give him a chance, and like we said, get him to the end of the season. And if he's not good enough, then we have to go and buy 2 new goalkeepers, and we know what we need. Right, I think we have to wrap this up because they're literally turning off all the lights around us. It's pretty late. We've been here all day.
I've got work in the morning.
Thanks for joining us today, whether it be on Ball Street, whether it be on our videos on Toffee TV. This is what we love to do. No one else is doing it, so we're absolutely made up that no one else is doing it, because it means that
we're doing
it. So, do you know what? It's been really good, I think, today, whether we'd signed the player or not. It's been a great day, and I just hope we've entertained you all day and kept you away from the yellow tie wearers, because they didn't really have much to say, and they had really boring people on, like Jamie Redknapp,
Phil Thompson,
spewing the same crap as ever. People like Matt Letizia saying, "Oh, Everton should have signed the defender." No, Matt, you don't watch us do yet. We've got some of the best defenders in the land. We just don't know how to defend. There's a difference, mate. There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference.
Don't forget to subscribe. We want to hit that 7. We're heading towards it.
I think we deserve your love after today. I think we've kept you updated. And we had like a top European football expert in the studio telling you about our new striker.
Twice.
Not like
you could only hear it once, but we had him twice.
Not like I know. Not like how embarrassing was it for us that we had to get him in twice? You know. Where else are you going to get that? I don't think anyone else is doing that, are they?
Not getting them in twice.
Get them in twice. But, you know, and if they do get them in, it'll be after the horse was bolted, because we've already had the interview. We've already had the one. We've already got all the news with them before the ink was done on the paper. So, thanks for watching. We'll be back for Thursday for the Newcastle. We'll have a Newcastle preview out tomorrow as well. Just busy, and we've still got jobs to do as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. See you later.